Welcome to Off-Grid Thoughts channel. Today I'm going to go over what's called an ELD, that means electronic load detector. This is going to be for your 2012 to 2015 Honda Civic LX 1.8 liter. And I'm just going to go over a little bit about replacing it, what it does, and just a little bit of installation and removal of tips and just things like that. Now this goes in your fuse box under the hood, and there are a couple of big blocks of long fuses, and they're so long, and one's a little bit longer than the other, and they have bus bars attached. They screw to, there's a bus bar that goes through this, and then those fuses attach to the bus bars. They screw down, so you have to remove those two big block fuses to remove this. So on this, you don't have to remove the fuse box to get to this. You simply remove the two big long fuses, and then when you undo the screws, then what you do after that is move the fuses, and then, because you have to have the bar removed out of this to lift it. Once you start pulling this up, be careful, because you have a connector, wiring connector here at the bottom. So what you want to do is maybe wiggle it a little bit. When you start getting it to slide up, that's what you do. You pull it up. When it's almost all the way out, maybe wiggle it a little bit more. Try not to pull it very hard, because the wire and the connector, they're still attached to the bottom of this. So you don't want to be pulling up on that too hard when it reaches the top, when it's almost out. What you want to do is, when it's almost out, and kind of wiggle, and then make it come out gently. That's so you don't pull the wires out of the connector, because they're very small wires. Then when you have this out, then you could just unplug it and check for any dust or corrosion or anything like that, and then put your new one and plug it back in, and then put the unit down in there, and then reassemble your bus bar. So what this does, an electronic load detector, so it gives the computer the information of how much electrical load is being used, the car is using. So then the computer can make decisions, and that helps it regulate the alternator and some various other devices in the car. I think one of the devices might be like heater, blower, fan, maybe an AC blower fan. Just your higher load devices. If this is malfunctioning, then this can cause some issues. These are inexpensive. This is the original one that I pulled from the car. I bought a new one and installed it, and it was about $16. So due to the age of my car, I thought it'd be a good idea to put one in as preventative maintenance. Because one of these that malfunctions can also make the check charging system warning come on. So another issue can be this wiring connector that goes to your alternator, pigtail wiring harness connector. So I always recommend, not just on Hondas, but any other vehicle that has these small little pin plugs, it's a good idea to replace these. With Honda, this is more of a proprietary system on these cars, not just the Civic, but other models of Honda. So it's a good idea to, I mean, my car was approaching 10 years old, so it was something I thought I should replace. Inexpensive. This is inexpensive as well, about $10. So that's pretty much the story with, this directly affects the charging system though, as well as other components. It's a good idea to realize that on this charging system, they do not, the way this is designed, they don't want the alternator to be charging any, they don't want it to charge any more than it needs to be charged. They don't want, they want the lowest charging voltage. They don't want the alternator to be consistently going any higher than it should. So you're not going, in a normal charging system on this, you're not really going to be, you're not going to be going up to like 14 volts for very long. It's always going to come back down lower than that. And your battery's going to consistently go to like 12.2 volts, 12.5 volts. After, the battery's settled down. So they consider that normal in these vehicles because they have smaller batteries. So I hope that helps understand these Honda charging systems a little bit better. And, it's always a good idea to clean electrical connections, check, cable connections, connectors. But this is one piece of the puzzle, the ELD, electronic load detector. All right, thanks for watching. Hope that helps.